p.m. at the Eblen Center on the Tennessee Tech campus, sponsored by the United Way. Universal Championship Wrestling. Already signed Prince Tonga, the Junkyard Dog, Girl Mud Wrestling, Dream Machines, George Gulas, and debut the world's most dangerous masked man, Frankenstein, plus many more. That's Saturday night, December the 8th, 8:05 p.m. at the Tennessee Tech campus at the Eblen Center, sponsored by the United Way. Tonight, 8:05 p.m., Fayetteville, Tennessee at the Mothers Club, formerly the Rec Center. The special added attraction, the first time in Fayetteville wrestling history, Girl Mud Wrestling featuring Gulas' dolls. There'll be 3 girl mud matches: Lovely Lisa, Tennessee Rose, Joy Star, Foxy, and Sunshine. Second main event, a bull wire match. Ring and close of bull wire. Manager Beautiful Bobby to go against George Gulas. First main event, a 4-man tape fist tag match. No time limit, no disqualification. Mr. Fayetteville and Herbert Higgy to go against the Dream Machines, managed by Beautiful Bobby, and see the debut of the world's most dangerous masked man, Frankenstein, to go against Mitsu Katayana. Adults at the door, $5. Children under 10, $3. Gerald Hatton is your promoter. You can save $1 off an adult ticket by purchasing them right now till 5 o'clock p.m. today at the Mothers Club. Right now in the studio, manager Beautiful Bobby and the Dream Machine, Juicy Johnny. First of all, Bobby, we're involved in a bull wire match. That means nobody's going to be able to get out. And after last time, I think it's going to score a victory for one of us, and I hope it's going to be me.
Well, you know what happened to you last time, George Gulas. You went down, I beat you right there in Fayetteville. Everybody saw it. And another thing, I don't like being put in no wire. That's for animals.
That's to keep for your men from interfering.
That's for animals. You put bulls and cows and what? Maybe you belong in there, but I don't.
You look like a cow anyway. Let me tell you something. You can talk about what you can do, but you know what you're involved with tonight, a tape fist match against Herbert Higgy and Mr. Fayetteville.
We don't care nothing about Herbert Higgy. We done beat him on TV and his punk son, too. Where's he at? He's gone, ain't he?
We'll have to see tonight who Mr. Fayetteville is.
Can't you just imagine when I tape this, I'll bust him.
I saw Mr. Fayetteville out here, and hey, I think I know who he is.
Well, no matter who you think, you're going to find out tonight. You're going to be a big surprise.
No, if it's who I think it is, he's in for a big surprise. Because when we get through with a little punk, they can send him back where he belongs in a box. And for you, George Gulas, I want you to look at this orange. Now, you broke my hand, all right?
Well, it may be your head tonight.
Hey, but there's one thing about it, friend. I'm still here. You can slow me down, but you can't stop me.
Right. Wrestling fans, that's tonight, Fayetteville, Tennessee, at the Mothers Club, formerly the Rec Center, 8:05 p.m. Don't forget the big tape fist tag match, Mr. Fayetteville and Herbert Higgy against the Dream Machines, the bull wire match in mud wrestling. Tonight, all this takes place at the Mothers Club, 8:05 in Fayetteville.
Go out and see them get a whooping.
We'll wait for the passing of the Japanese flag carried by Sir Richard Lee. Universal Championship Wrestling, of course, had a review of Mr. Lee and his team of the Japanese connection or Imperial connection. This should be a good one. Let's go to the ring. I'll explain more about that as the match goes on. Man, breaks my train of thought sometimes. This match will be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner on my left, at 240 pounds from Springfield, Tennessee, Tracy Smothers. Tracy Smothers. And he is going up against the man that originally teamed with him. 225 pounds from Tokyo, Japan. Tojo Yamamoto, accompanied at ringside by his manager and advisor, Sir Richard Lee. One fall, 15-minute time limit, and we should have a big one for this one. You look like frankly, in this man's opinion, I don't think Tojo Yamamoto is in need of a manager or a second or anything of that nature, but he has chosen to have Sir Richard.
You're wrestling anyway, Michael St. John. You're in the music business.
Locking up collar and elbow. Tracy Smothers up against Tojo Yamamoto in the ring. Tracy ready to wind up and whack Tojo one time. Look at Tojo get out of there. Tojo Yamamoto upset right away. Richard Lee came in here with the Strike Force in an earlier match, and the Strike Force had a pretty easy time of it. In this match, I don't think the outcome will be the same because he's got Tojo Yamamoto, an experienced ring veteran in there, without a doubt, part of Richard Lee's team. And he's got Tracy Smothers, who very well is in the running nationwide for Rookie of the Year in championship wrestling. A lot of the same maneuvers and movements as Wildfire Tommy Ridge when Tommy got started. About the same deal, too, ex-football player, handsome young man. And the fans definitely on his side. Tojo Yamamoto raising the ire of the fans at ringside. And wherever Tojo goes, I tell you, it's gotten to where the fans are on his case in the worst of ways. And well, they should be after what he did to this man. So this could almost be termed as a grudge match. They lock up collar and elbow. Tojo taking a headlock on Smothers. Look at this. Nice reversal by Tracy Smothers into a standing wrist lock. Richard Lee attracting the attention of referee Jesse Allen. And in the meantime, in the squared circle, Tojo Yamamoto going to the hair of the head of Tracy Smothers to score a takedown. Referee over asking Tojo about it. Tojo saying, no, wasn't involved in it, wasn't involved in it. They lock up again. Standing wrist lock into an arm bar. Tojo now reversed. And Smothers putting the elbow to the top of the shoulder of Tojo Yamamoto. The fans have been waiting on this one because several weeks ago, right here in this studio, Tojo Yamamoto maliciously attacked Tracy Smothers, wounded him, injured him, and went into the stall of Sir Richard Lee and has remained there. And Tracy Smothers has been asking for this match. And promoter George Nick Gulas says, all right, we'll put it on television. And that's what we've got right now. Tojo Yamamoto and Tracy Smothers locking it up. Richard Lee being ordered back into that chair. That bamboo stick. Tojo going to lock up with Smothers. Hammer lock on Tracy. Tracy, nice reversal, came right under it. Took it away from Tojo, but Tojo Yamamoto, showing his ring knowledge and savvy, escaped right immediately into the ropes to cause the break. Tojo Yamamoto going, looks like, into the waistband of his trunk. Richard Lee trying to divert the operation of the referee from in the ring to outside the ring. Standing wrist lock by Yamamoto. Tojo's a very unique wrestler in one aspect, in that his center of gravity is very low to the ground. And wrestlers have complained about the difficulty in scooping him up for like a body slam or some kind of rolling maneuver on the body that a lot of wrestlers will use. But Tojo is very wily in that ring, like that. Tracy Smothers with a nice escape and reversal, and Tojo right away with the referee's back turned, went into the hair and took the advantage away. He's been that way for most of his wrestling career.
See, Michael St. John, I haven't done one thing to him, and he keeps coming over in my corner. I'm the one that keeps getting counted. I want to find out who's paid off the referee.
Sir Richard Lee complaining. I think if Mr. Lee would sit in his chair and watch the match instead of trying to interfere. Now, see, he sat right down, and now he popped right back up again. Tojo Yamamoto coming over for conference. This guy's getting on my nerves. Locked him out. Tojo with a go-behind. Nice escape. Sit-down reversal and escape by Tracy Smothers. Good amateur move. Amateur wrestling move, that is. Very professional in the way it was handled. Referee now asked to check Tracy Smothers for body oil. Sir Richard Lee showing disgust outside the ring, roaming around, getting the explanation from the referee. In the meantime, Tojo and Tracy Smothers locking up. Test the strength. Tojo down on one knee. Tracy Smothers taking the battle of the strength in the hands. Tojo, you can hear him. Smothers, hands down on the mat, right down with Tojo Yamamoto. Let's see what the next move will be. Tracy coming back to his feet and stamps on the hand for Tojo. Listen to the fans. Tracy Smothers ready for this match, without a doubt. Tojo with his back to the referee now. Tojo is explaining his hand. Look at the expression on Yamamoto's face. Tojo Yamamoto with those hands being stomped on in the ring. Tojo going right to the face of Tracy Smothers. Smothers goes down. Tojo raking at the eyes, raking across the face. Tojo raking at the eyes again. Tracy Smothers on the mat. Tojo may have something on his hand. Yanks down at the hair of the head of Tracy Smothers. Tojo going to send him right to the floor. Now he's on the wrong side of the ring, because look at it. Look at Richard Lee, just stomping him in the back. Richard Lee whacks him with that cane. Referee in the ring with Tojo. And Smothers taking a pounding out on the floor from Richard Lee. Look at that! Tracy Smothers comes back and elbows Richard Lee. He elbowed Lee, and Lee is shocked. Richard Lee is shocked. I wonder what he has to say about that now.
I'm not even in the ring with you, putting his hands on me.
Hands on him. Listen to that. He didn't mention the fact he whacked him across the back about 4 times with that cane. Tojo raking at the eye again. Smothers trying to regain his composure in that ring, and Tojo continuing to punish him, raking at the eyes. Yamamoto sends him right to the floor again. And Richard Lee pounds him with that samurai stick. Tracy Smothers being pouted on the floor by Richard Lee. As Smothers comes to his feet, Lee just backs away. Tracy back in the ring. Tojo being hit back again in the midsection. Tracy Smothers going to come back against Tojo. One to the side of the face, one to the midsection. Look at Tracy Smothers going to work on Tojo. Left hand to the side of the jaw. Top of the head elbow. Smothers going after Richard Lee. Referee coming over trying to sit Richard down. Tojo whacks 2. And referee Jesse Allen prodding and awards the match to Tracy Smothers. Tojo Yamamoto caught in one of his deeds that are not only unkind but illegal. And I don't know if Tracy Smothers is happy or not about the outcome, but nevertheless, he got his hand raised in victory.
St. John, this is just what I mean now. They just disqualified Tojo for defending himself. Tracy Smothers picked up that shoe.
Defending himself with a wooden shoe. That's not exactly my idea of defending oneself in the ring. Tracy Smothers now over by the ring going after Richard Lee. They're trying to corner Tracy. I think Tracy's a little bit more aware of what they're trying to do than he knows. Tracy telling Tojo something. Look at this. Going back into the ring, and Tojo quickly to the floor. This feud isn't over with. Tracy Smothers got his hand raised in victory, but this one ain't over with. There's a score to be settled, and although Tracy Smothers with a victory here, and a hard-fought victory, he was awarded the match by way of disqualification. We'll be back. More action coming up right after this on Championship Wrestling.